Hello, I'm going to show you the foods for the birds. So I have the Conure, Ringnecks, Cockatiel labeled. Why? Because the Conures and Ringnecks, they're bigger birds, or their beaks are bigger, so their seeds are a little bit different. I keep it in the doggy kibble container, which is very convenient. It's got the rubber thing around it, so it actually seals it, keeps the moths from going in. Moths seems to be the biggest problem with the bird feeding the seeds, so they lay eggs in here. So anyways, you want it sealed up. Okay, so this is the food for the Conure and the Indian Ringnecks. Here's the mixture. Of course, sunflowers are not, they're supposed to be snacks because they're fatty and they're not supposed to be good for them, but this one's pretty good because it's got a good mixture of all the variety. And then I have to have a separate container for the Cockatiel because their beaks are much smaller, so the seeds are smaller. So you can tell some of the, I think these are called like sapphire or saf or something, whatever, the white ones, and that's common in both. They don't have any sunflowers in them. Their beaks are too small, and then they wouldn't eat it, so I just buy the mix that doesn't have any sunflowers in them, and then they're much smaller. You can kind of tell. Even some of these white ones, the big ones, they actually tend to not eat those. They kind of leave it behind, but that's okay. With the Cockatiels, I mix in the canary seed. Supposedly they're not really for canaries. They just call it that, the plain canary. It's a little bit fattier, but it keeps them not overweight, but a little bit more on the healthier weight, because I think being underweight is harmful. They can be a little bit more on the chubby side, so I mix this in probably like 20% of the entire container. Not too much. I was suggested to feed them this in a higher quantity when they were babies to keep their weight up. But now they're grown, so I don't put in that much, but there's that. And then for their kind of a snack on the side is the, I think you've probably seen those millets. I buy the local. I want to make sure it is not from overseas. None of these are from overseas. I don't know how they grow things over there, so you don't want that. These are all locally made and locally mixed. So I suggest you don't buy, yeah, you want to buy the ones that are made and grown in America. Very important. So those are the snacks. They have those probably once a week, maybe twice a week. I hang them because it makes a huge mess. So the millets I kind of restrict a little bit, and they're supposed to be snacks anyway. That's their main, of course, fruits and vegetables. I use the frozen ones. Peas, broccoli, they don't really like those, but I put them in there anyway. And corn, they seem to love the corn. They just pop the center, eat the inside, and then throw the outside all over the floor. So I don't have that to show you, but we all know what frozen vegetables look like. So do that, and then apple and like strawberries and stuff like that, the fresh ones. Anyways, I'm working on this right now, so decided to tape it. All right, thank you.